Today, I'm going to be talking about how to manage your time for success as a college student. My name is Luke Farrell. I'm an undergraduate peer coach at the Rutgers Learning Centers. I'm also a senior majoring in theater arts and minoring in history and human resource management. The first thing we'll want to do is take inventory of the time we have in a single week, which is 168 hours. 168 hours may seem like a lot, but we have a lot of different considerations to think about. If you want to take out a piece of paper or take notes on your computer, we're going to do a time audit exercise. So first we're going to think about sleep. So you should be sleeping between 8 and 10 hours per night, and on average think about how many hours you sleep per night and multiply that by 7 to get the amount of hours you sleep per week. Then think about how much time you spend with meals. So again, take the amount of hours per day you spend and multiply that by 7. Then you'll want to add up the amount of time you spend on classes. You'll have to look at your class schedule for this, and make sure you include the commute or the walk, depending on what campus your class is on. Now think about how much time you should be spending studying and doing homework. Now, it's important to spread out your studying throughout the semester. Obviously, there will be certain times like midterms and finals where this number will increase, but as a baseline, think about 2 to 3 hours per credit hour per week. Then, if you have a job, either on campus or off campus, try to get a baseline of how many hours per week you work and make sure to include the commute to and from. Then, think about time that you want to spend with family and friends and any activities, hobbies, exercise, volunteer work, spiritual practices, anything that you do week to week that you want to include in this number. And then any extra responsibilities. As a college student, you have more control now over your lifestyle. So think about things like laundry, shopping, paying bills, cleaning, and any other responsibilities you have. Personal care. So think about your daily routine, how much time you spend getting ready for the day, winding down from the day, taking care of yourself. And then be realistic about how much free time you'd like per week or that you currently have per week. Now think about any other tasks, activities, responsibilities that weren't included in any of those categories that you want to add to this time audit. You may be in charge of a club or an organization or have other responsibilities. Now add up that number, and that will give you the amount of hours that you spend on these various tasks per week. Now, remembering that we only have 168 hours per week, let's think about what your results might mean. So, if your number is greater than 168 hours, you're going to have to cut back on some of the activities or areas that you maybe are spending more time in. If you added it up and it was between 165 and 168 hours, that's still a very busy schedule, so you might want to consider cutting back. This may be an unmanageable schedule. You want to make sure that you include time for things that come up week to week that you don't necessarily plan for. Best of luck with the rest of your semester, and check out the Learning Centers at learningcenters.rutgers.edu.